I know what it's like to see a photograph that somehow makes you want to stand up and change things. For the past 4 years, I've had the fortunate experience of volunteering with Engineers Without Borders, a humanitarian nonprofit organization that provides engineering services to developing communities. The first year and a half, I worked on the design and construction for a dam for irrigation in Cambodia. The project was brought to EWB after an existing dam was destroyed during a huge storm. Because of the wet and dry season, without the dam, the community was limited to only one rice crop yield per year. It was after seeing the work that was done that I realized just how much my engineering experience has helped over 9,000 residents get water for the rice crop. Pictures don't do justice to the accomplishment of working on such a project. I knew instantly this was what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Now to convince my parents. To be fair, I understood their reluctance, partially because of safety, but partially because they spent their entire lives working hard to come to America, and they didn't understand why I would voluntarily go to a developing world in sometimes less than ideal situations. During a trip to Kenya, I once wrote, "As I sit in my room in my little confined bubble, protected by a bug net, I can't help laugh at the situation I'm in, and the events that have brought me here. The rain beats down hard and rhythmic. It's a lot better than the bugs buzzing in my ear earlier today. Unfortunately, it is now the rainy season, and the area is just swarming in bugs. But to be fair, the rainy season only means good things for the community of Usalama. During the dry season, you can see so far in the distance because the land is so barren, and all the animals and people are hungry. But these Mayfair bugs and mosquitoes are just everywhere. At the restaurant waiting for dinner, I had to use the latrine. I had to walk through literally a wall of bugs. It felt like a hailstorm, these little rocks tapping against your body. Once I got to the pit latrines, it was even worse. The walls were just covered in flies. And then knowing full well what I had to walk back through, I braced myself, closed my mouth, covered my face, and walked straight back through this wall of bugs that pelted my body. And it doesn't get better the second time around. I will just not use the latrines again. But now, as I sit in my room at the guest house, with the pit latrine that's giving off such an awful stench, I regret now not using the latrines at the restaurant. Walking through that wall of bugs might have actually been better. But working in Kenya as part of a team that built a clean water distribution system clearly outweighs the ordeal with the bugs in the latrines. Because as much as the communities I've worked with and lived with say I've changed their lives, they've changed mine as well. And it makes you wonder why you've ever left in the first place. So, as you imagine the life you really want to live is halfway around the world, remember there is no limit on what you can do if you try. So go out there and make an impact.